me. My bad. I'm excited. That's it. Hey, man. What's up, man? This episode 6, dude.
Yes, sir.
In my head, I'm like, damn, that's 4 away from 10.
Yeah, right there.
We ain't gonna do too much talking, man. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. For us, the time is 9:14 p.m., man. Welcome back to the Far From Home podcast. I'm your host, LJ.
I'm your co-host, Jackson. You know what I always do? Right before I say my name, I try to hit the applause button, and I do it every episode. I make a compilation. I always try to hit it, and then I'm like,
guess what? Hit that. Yes, sir. Man, clap it up. Applause, man. Applause, day. All right, well, we're not trying something new. We're just trying something different. And we're going to probably continue to add this into our podcast dynamic. So we want to start adding off every podcast with a prayer, man, because without God the Almighty, none of this would be possible, man. So we're thankful to be able to do this because of him. So with that being said, everybody bow your heads. Oh, gracious Father, we just want to come to you and ask for the ability to keep pouring into people. And we ask that you allow us to keep serving your purpose and our greater purpose through our podcast, Lord. We know that nothing that we do goes in vain, and it's simply to uplift you and grow the kingdom of God. We know that it's many people watching our podcast who are seeking information and seeking help, and we ask that one more piece of important advice or a piece of important story that from us is to seek you first, God, because once you seek you and we find you, everything else will then fall into line. God, we are just so thankful and so humble to be able to sit here and do this week after week and episode after episode. And if not for you, then we will be nothing, God. So we simply just want to give you thanks and continue to uplift your name. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. I
hope that was good. I hope that served somebody's purpose, man. We want to continue to do that. And I like that, man. I feel like it sets the tone for the podcast, man. But this is episode 6, dude.
Episode 6, man.
Y'all thought we was playing, bro. Y'all thought we was playing.
On and popping.
We not letting y'all lay this down because y'all talked about us.
Nah, man, that's over with now, man. They know we here. They know we here. We good.
It's episode 6, man. Well,
what we talking about today, man?
Man, I think y'all gonna like this one. I think they gonna like this one. I got my questions, man. And when I was thinking about the episode and the questions that I wanted to have pertain to the episode, I figured, why not talk about our 20s? There's a lot of people who watch our podcast who are in their 20s, man, who more than likely run in the same race as us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kind of talk about that today, man. So my first question, man, and obviously this is for the both of us, but do you think we put pressure on ourselves or does society do it for us? Let's talk about it.
So to give, I think a little more context, in our 20s, we often feel like we're running a race, as you said, and we're like, we feel like we're always chasing something, always racing and always trying to get to the next thing and keep going and living fast and doing all those things. So I think we wanted to dissect that in this podcast and talk about, why do 20s feel like a race so much?
Most definitely.
So to answer your question, and do I think we put it on ourselves or does society put it on us? I think a little bit of both. I think for like us, we definitely put it on us. We're always like, bro, I'm trying to get to the next thing. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get that. I know a lot of people feel like that. And society puts it on us so much because of social media. Because like we see so much all the time and we see everybody having something. We're always like, damn, I want that. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of both. I think particularly for me, I put more pressure on myself than I have before, being 23 and trying to get to really where I want to go. And I done put the phone down a little bit. Y'all see me a lot because I post on there, like we post on social media, but I don't scroll social media as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? So what you think?
And I think it's funny. You almost jumped the gun because I was going to get to this, but you hit on the social media aspect, and it's crazy because I always think like it's not that we're just exposed to more.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
nobody's doing nothing different. We just are exposed to more. You have a gateway to a plethora of knowledge that people didn't have before, like our generation. Before the 2000s. And really, I want to say in the kind of the latter part
Before the 2010s.
Yeah, 2010s kind of transitioned to 2020s now, right? So I think what happens is people are seeing others get it at a higher and faster rate. So the comparison becomes so much stronger because you like, dog.
Yeah.
I didn't see 20, 23-year-olds and they all billionaires. Like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
But I think the hardest part about that for me is I think I'm good about being like, bro, like you're running your own race.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dog, I'm working hard. So where is the fruits of my labor?
Right.
The Bible always talks about reaping what you sow. And I'm like, dog, I'm sowing. When we gonna start reaping?
Right.
So I think that's like the thing that I have to internally fight with myself and be like, yo, like, all right, you good?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Did you ever feel like, leads to my next one, did you ever feel like you were like behind? Like when you see the 20-year-olds and you see the 23-year-olds, you ever feel like you were behind in your own race?
That's such a tough question. I think it's natural to feel like
Go ahead, speak your truth, man.
I think it's definitely natural to feel like, man, I'm watching somebody's back in this race, right?
Uh-huh.
And I mean that you're behind them. But throw the flag, yo. But no, I think it's natural to feel like, man, I'm watching. But all right, you know what?
You gonna say it again?
You know what?
Twice?
I was gonna try to rephrase
Say it twice.
I think it's natural to feel like you're behind, man. A lot of times, man, I think in the 20s, bro, people tell you, man, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. You know, you need to be saving more and setting yourself up, right? And a lot of times you're like, man, why do I feel like I have to take those steps when people already are at the place that I'm thinking I should be at, you know, in my 30s, 40s, 10 years earlier. You know what I'm saying? So do I feel like I'm behind? No. Do I feel like maybe I deserve more sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I think, and I've said this before on the podcast, that like you have to recognize that working hard does not always equal high success rates.
So let me ask you this. How do you combat feeling like you're behind in the race? Like, how do you combat that internally? And do you have a method for it?
Work harder. And what I mean by that is like, whether you feel like you're behind or not, nobody's measuring that. Like, there's no way for me to sit here and say, yeah, I'm behind you, Jackson. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows that. Mm-hmm. Success looks different for everybody. But what you can do is continue to do what you're good at and what you feel like you'll see yourself doing long term, and do it at a higher rate. Do it to an extent that you've never seen yourself go that much harder. I find myself telling myself, like, you know what, dog? Like, my brother had a teammate that he played with when I remember I was in grade school. And in his Instagram bio, I just felt like, I was like, man, it changed my life, but it was never cry, never complain, just work. And I feel like it seems so vague and so simple, but it's so true, because it's like the time and energy that you spend in complaining and like wondering why and wishing and woulda, shoulda, coulda is a time that you could have been creating. I could have been done 10 videos in that 2 days that I was sulking like, damn, bro, I'm tired of seeing people get it and I don't got it. Like, nah, bruh. That's not going to help you at all. Like, you sitting here trying to run a race that you was never even meant to be in. So I think running your own race is a the greatest piece of advice I could give. And I know we talk about that a lot, but I think, like, what's outside of that, what is something that you feel like you can give to the people to say, hey, I know you're going through this, but like, this is how you get over that hump.
What is something that I can give them to?
Yeah. Outside of, like, you know, just running your race, like some real tangible things.
Some tangible things that I would say is, you know, my dad has a good saying. He's like, dog, everybody got different tests. Everybody has different tests, bro.
Facts.
Like you steady, and this T telling me this, you steady looking at, somebody else's test when they questions not even the same, fam. Like you trying to cheat off somebody else, and they got a whole different life that they live in.
Most definitely.
So I think some tangible things is just to, to kind of piggyback off of you, man. Just focus on what you can control. Yeah. You can't control what everybody else has going on, but you can control your thoughts. You control your actions. Mm-hmm. Contrary to popular belief, you can't control your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You can control your reality. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you seek something, the more you're gonna find it. If you steady looking for, if you steady feeling like, my shit is all bad and everybody else shit all good, well, your shit gonna look bad.
But I think it's so crazy because, like, if you notice the one common denominator in the things that we're saying, it's all thought process.
Yeah.
You got to change the mindset before you can change your circumstance.
Absolutely.
That's where it starts at.
Yeah.
Like here. So I think that, like, also, I'm saying, like, work harder, but there's also, like, there's a believe harder too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for real.
Believe harder because, like, what's gonna happen is, bro, when you doing work with no direction, you find yourself kind of running in a rat's cage. You're just running on the wheel, and you're not going nowhere. So work harder, but believe harder too, though. You know what I mean?
Make your vision clear, bro.
And I think, like, for us in our 20s, bro, especially for, like, the people who went to college and, you did your 4 years and you like, damn, like, why am I'm seeing other people get their dream jobs. Why am I not getting my dream job? Right? So do you feel like, not having your dream job, like, is that something that, does that mean failure for you right now? Or for the person that it does, what are you saying, to that?
I don't think having a dream job right now is failure, right? Because if you're meant to have your dream job right now, you'd have it, one. Mm-hmm. And I think, two, if you're in your 20s, you can get there. You know what I'm saying? Make your dream job very clear and go after that, right? And also, your dreams can change. Don't forget that people are constantly evolving and constantly changing. Lost my train of thought. But don't forget that. Yeah. Because my dream at 13 is not the same dream I have at 23.
So different.
I thought I was going to go to the league. I thought I was going to be the next Mike. I'm not going to be the next Mike. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that desire, that dream anymore. I have something completely different. Yeah. Trying to be the next Jackson Elliott.
And I think, like, I'm a strong believer in seasons. I haven't been introduced to the concept for a long time, but it's kind of like I feel like every season that you're in life, and you'll know when you're in a different season. Like, you feel it.
Shit, the weather change.
Like you feel it, and it comes from like it's a heart feeling, but also kind of a mind thing too. But different seasons require different things of you.
Of course. Yes.
So, to your point, it's like the season I'm in, this may not be my dream job, but this season requires me to go through this, experience these uncomfortable things, do the work that I really don't want to do, but I got to because it pays the bills, right, so that I can get to where I want to go.
Yeah. What somebody look like when it's snowing outside, you trying to go out to swim? That's not the season you're in. That's not the work you got to do.
And I feel like people get so caught up in like, dang, when is this going to end? When it's like, nah. When is it going to end? No, enjoy what you're going through. Mm-hmm. Like, once again, reiterating things we've said before, but enjoy the process because the destination is going to be there regardless. Destination doesn't mean that you're going to gain the same lessons that you would have gained had you just skipped and got straight to it. Yeah. Oh, it's so much value in that. Yeah. So enjoy the seasons that you're in. Because I'm not going to lie. One thing that's going to happen is when you get to where you really want to go, it's going to get harder, fam. It's going to get way harder.
This shit don't stop, it keep going.
Like,
that's not the lyrics, but you know what I mean.
Dog.
Let me ask you this. me ask you this: with the jobs you have now and the money you've been making now, what was like a big wake up call to get serious about your like your money building, your finances, or have you had that moment of like, damn dog, I done blew all this bread or I done messed this up, and so now I have to get serious about like actually making sure my money goes where I want it to go.
Yeah. I don't think I've just being transparent. I don't think I've ever had that moment, and this is why I say it though. We've been fortunate enough to work many jobs, many BS jobs, but like we've had to a certain degree manage our money and pay bills for some years now, at our age. So I don't think I'd never had that moment like, man, I take it serious. But I think that as I get older and the dreams grow and the aspirations become larger, I'm like, okay, I need to make money but also I need to make money to be able to do things, for one, quicker, but also, like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? I got an idea. Let's act on it now.
Right.
But when you don't got the money to do that, you're like, dang. So in my head, I'm like, you know what, bro? You got to start basically having a dream fund.
Okay.
Like, you got to start putting money away to fund your dreams.
Got you.
So now I'm at a point where I'm like, most of my money outside of bills and stuff, it goes into
Investing in yourself.
investing in myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's a key thing, is investing in yourself. And I think that, like, as us both being entrepreneurs, people don't talk about like the back end cost of like, yes, you see me making money and I'm maybe selling products, but dog, how much money went into it before to even start?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Jack tells me all the time about how like even for him to get a sample, it's crazy.
It's some bread.
So
It's some bread.
I guess you got to work hard for the things you want, but making money, I mean, I'm sorry to say it, you can't, without no money you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, like for you, because I think it hits your pockets maybe a little bit harder because, like, I can see the direct. Like, if I order a camera, I can get it right now. You ordering a sample, you're not getting it months.
Yeah,
Like,
weeks.
so it's
months
like
in
delayed
advance.
gratification. So talk about like what you have to experience in the mindset of being like, okay, I ordered this piece. I think I went crazy, but then like the sample is not what I wanted.
Damn, that's a good question. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I've had a couple of pieces where I didn't feel like they were up to my standards of what I exactly wanted. But that makes me more more detailed about my own product and what I'm telling people and how I want things to go and how I want my product to be made, because I it's made me realize and understand. It made me understand the value of the small things, the value of the communication, the value of the details. I mean, the Lord is working on me, boy. The value in those small things, because as a child, I never really was like, bro, it's 2 dishes in the sink. Like those small things, like I'm like, bro, like I don't care about stuff like that. Oh, your name, your J is lowercase. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? Like small details, even like that. So now owning a brand, you appreciate those things, and it makes you work 10 times harder on what you want this shit to exactly look like. Because if you don't put the details on what you want the shit to look like for real, it'll end up willy-nilly. Yeah. It'll end up not how you want it to. So, and like you said, it's also delayed my gratification. I've spent hours on this project on what I want this to exactly look like. I'm not getting it for another 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe. Now I'm looking at it, now I'm analyzing it myself. And clothing brand owners will tell you this, like, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been times where I've spent weeks or months and just looked at a piece and been like, I don't know, I think I want this detail, I think I want that detail, right? And just appreciating that. So that's the lessons I get from stuff like that. I did want to circle back to the question I asked you about blowing off money, like what made me. I've had 2 instances where I have blown off bags. And I mean the bags, like not no money where it was like, oh, you can make that back. No, I mean some money that could be like somebody get right now and be like, damn, this, I'm all right.
Yeah.
So blow and be like, oh, Jack, what'd you do with it? Nothing. Blew it off. Blew it. At that time, I didn't even buy no, I'm lying. I bought one drop and made no money off that drop. And then the rest of that shit I just blew off. And then two, I made some money off a good drop. I mean, I made some good money. Ask me where any of that money is at. So that's the value of like what you were saying earlier, reinvesting in your own dream fund. Yeah. Investing back the money that you made, investing your money that you've made, period, and been like going back into that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you feel like this, but it's funny because I've had times where I'm like, man, I was a little careless with money. So now I'm like, damn, I got bread, but I'm like scared to like put it
away, right? Put it places.
Put it into like my business. I'm like, damn, you've been wanting this for a while. You got the bread. Why you don't get it? Mm-hmm. Cause then I think like in my mind,
scarce feeling.
In my mind, I'm like, dang, I gotta make the money to
justify this product.
Justify it.
You do the work,
but you just gotta do the work. And people like being an entrepreneur, bro. I promise you, don't nobody count their money or calculate. If I do 10 shoots,
nah, for real.
That's gonna be an hour, and I could do 2 of those. I'm gonna throw a little special in there,
for real.
Bro. You constantly calculating like, dog, like how can I get my bread? And I think naturally you have to have that because, bro, like if you don't, you're not gonna make no money.
Yeah, it'll go on the wind.
You won't. Like
Very nice.
Satisfaction, I'm not gonna lie, does not exist in an entrepreneur's life. It can't.
You said what?
Satisfaction.
Well,
not when you first start out. When you first start out.
I think you can be satisfied in this. Because I'll be honest, I think I was satisfied with some of the shoots I've done and some of the products I've dropped before. I've been satisfied with that. I think you're talking about you have to always be hungry. You have to always.
You took the words in my mouth. I was gonna say complacent.
Yeah, you can't be complacent.
You can't No. I think complacency may be the word to substitute for that.
Yeah.
You can't be complacent when you're an entrepreneur because there's always levels that you can go to. So I think that like, scared money don't make no money. I always got to go back to that.
That's the rule. That's the law.
Cause then I think too for me it's like, well, I mean you paid your bills, you good, you
got food, you got clothes on your back.
You all right. So good. You know. And it's about sacrifices too in some places, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, I do it. No, I know I want this, but maybe I gotta stay my ass in the house a little bit more, so I don't gotta spend more money on gas. So I think it's about repurposing your money too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
to better fit your lifestyle.
Yeah, most definitely.
And in that, right? So, you know, I'm a firm believer that relationships cost money. I'm a firm.
It hurt me when you said that.
I'm a firm believer.
You saw how I sunk into the couch when you said that?
I seen the dog, and he thought you was in the ocean, fam. Thought you was like, but so in that, I want to make sure I got my question correct. Do you think, like, as an entrepreneur and as a businessman, do you think like rushing back to the 20s, rushing love in your 20s ruins the relationship? Do you think like chasing that thing ruins like the relationship itself, or relationships that you can have?
So are you basically asking like, is rushing love, can that deter like your...
Yeah, so like in their 20s, people are always saying like, I want to find we heard it all the time, I want to find my HBCU love story. I want to find my person now. Yeah. We could get matching pajamas by Christmas if we start today. So do you think in your 20s, rushing that type of love and that type of like glory over it ruins relationships?
It can, right? Because so there's two ways how I think about this. Is when you get with somebody, they can either slow you down, or they can propel you forward.
Okay.
And a lot of times,
speak on that, preacher. Speak on that, preacher.
A lot of times when you get with somebody and they don't understand the persistence and consistency and stubbornness behind you and your goals, they don't understand why I spent 8 hours on a Saturday, but we batch shot content so that we can have time throughout the week. So all we gotta do is edit, right? Or they don't understand, like, dog, why you always trying to produce content for your clothing brand, stuff like that. Like it becomes a
Why are you up at 3 a.m. and racking your brain about this
exactly.
thing? Yeah.
So I think it becomes a fight for time rather than sharing it. Like you
That's good. That's good.
because I think when you truly are down for somebody, and I won't even say love, because I think when you truly down for somebody and you are so intertwined with how you look at them and how you want to care for them, you don't mind. You know what? If you got a photo shoot, I'm gonna come be in the photo shoot for one, or two. You know what? I'm gonna help you. Where can I be of assistance? Can I get behind the camera and do behind the scenes? You know how did like let's talk about this so that when you get to this photo shoot that it goes smoothly. Like how can I be of service to you? Like love is so service based, especially when you're an entrepreneur or in general. And I think people skip over that. Like you have to be a servant of your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it. I told y'all, speak on it, preacher. Speak on it, preacher.
You have to be a servant of your partner. And I think that, like, to your question, what happens is, like I said, people skip over that and you rush that. And what ends up happening is you totally blow up everything that y'all got going on. And so that time that you spent fighting could have been spent on bettering the relationship, or y'all building. So yes, it will absolutely destroy and crush, because now not only are you fighting whatever it is you got going on in life, now you're fighting heartbreak, now you're fighting creator's block, and that sets you behind the 8 ball when it shouldn't have in the first place, right? But I mean, that's how I feel about it.
I mean, boy, you hit the mark. I don't have nothing else to add. I think you hit all facets of that.
And I think, like, I'm saying this from a place because we've seen this happen.
Oh, for sure.
We've seen this happen. and in maybe small circumstances, we've experienced it a little bit, right?
I can say that.
So, you know, the relationship portion it's not by no means a key to being successful. But I think that when you talk about what somebody can do for you and how they can help you in a way that you've never understood before, it can be magical.
I think this goes to, selflessness, right? You saying love is a service act. That selflessness about how can you be of assistance. My whole pocket was up. How can you be of assistance to somebody, and not only in tangible things, but emotionally as well. I think so. I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
So let me ask, like, us being entrepreneurs, but I want this question is catered for you. How much do emotions play a part? Like, how emotionally attached do you get to, like, your business or your entrepreneur endeavor? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the cutoff from that? And then I think I have a second part to the question.
Sorry.
Like, where's the cutoff from that? And I think when somebody's has a relationship or is in a relationship, how do you properly, like, how do you, like, basically, like, properly, like, get that person to understand, like, your emotion towards what you have going on, or your brand, your business?
Yeah. So to answer your first part, there's no bounds to my emotional attachment to the I have to make it mentality, which is stay true and far from home. Like and I think for people that know me truly and know me closely, I no longer can do shit half-ass. Like in anything I just can't do it half-ass. Like you won't be like, oh, Jackson's giving half the, like I'm not that person anymore, right? So in terms of like my brand and Far From Home, and even helping other people in their brands, I'm so all in, it don't make no sense, right? And getting somebody to understand that part of me is, I won't say it's been challenging, but I will say it takes some real life communication. It takes some discipline, one, and it takes some consistency, two. And three, it honestly takes some sacrifice in myself, because I'm putting my heart, I'm showing you my hand almost. I'm showing you, like, this is my thing. Don't fuck with my thing because it's gonna fuck with me. Right? So, and I think that takes some trust. That takes some real trust on the person you're building with. And this is not only, relationships. This is like friendships as well.
Yeah.
Because, right, like they have to know that about you.
Yeah. And there's like that aspect of like picking up slack too, right? And so like when you said that, it kind of it immediately brought me to the fact of like, so right now, like for me, like it's obviously work, my own business, podcast, but I'm also in school too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, a lot of times like my focus is divided because as much as I love Far From Home and I love my own business, I'm like, dog, I'm paying thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for my master's program.
To get your degree.
So that like that's a focus. So it's like I had to divvy time. Like I may not have as much time to be like, yo, let me sit here and edit for 3 hours when I gotta be like, no, I gotta edit for an hour and a half. I gotta do my homework for an hour and a half, right? And I said all this to say because it's like you have to find people who are willing to pick up that slack, who can carry the rest of the load. And so a lot of times it's like, yeah, Jack might edit 3, but he may know like, hey, shit, he gotta do this, and this. Shit, he can edit 2. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a like push pull. Like I use that term all the time, but it's like it's so true. Like there's a push pull aspect of any form of relationship, right? In any partnership, for that matter. So I think that you definitely spoke to some things that I feel like a lot of people have experienced.
Of course, I think everybody's experienced that.
Like
it's just about opening up.
And that's all it is. Yeah. And I think like prior experiences can make that so much harder than what it is. Like it's so much. It's either said and done. I mean,
this shit took work. Don't get that confused. And I think in 20s, that's what it's about, right? And that's why, oftentimes people feel like they're running somebody else's race. You're supposed to run your race. You're supposed to navigate the emotions that you're supposed to navigate. You're supposed to look at your own paper and be like, damn, how do I get this question right and make sure that, things are doing what they're said, doing what I said they were going to do and doing what I said I was going to do, right?
And I think like, I watch, a lot of people don't know who Gary Vee is, but if you don't know who Gary Vee, I charge you to look him up and learn his philosophy, because one thing Gary Vee always talks about is like in your 20s, we trying to do, but he's anytime somebody's like, oh, I got this going on, or I want to start this or do this or this happened. He's like, how old are you? 23. We use our age. He's like, who gives a fuck?
No,
like that's his response every time.
It's
and if you know Gary Vee, he's like very vocal with his words, but he's like, who gives a fuck? But like, I think that
he got 40 fucking years to fuck up. He feel like you got 30. You could spend the next 15 fucking up and then find it.
But it's so true, though. It's so true. It's like, bro, do it while you know what?
Do it while the mistakes aren't costly.
As you get older, they do become more costly. But I think that while you're in your 20s, bro, you have that grace period, especially if you're 20 to 25.
Yeah.
20 to 25, dog. Yo, I mean, full throttle out that mouth. And if it fails, pivot again. Do a full 360.
180.
All right, 180. 180. Like,
motherfucker, do it. Motherfucker, what did he go right backward?
Do a full 180, dog. Because this time that we have now, bro, to create a life for ourselves in the future, we'll never get it back.
No.
Yo, we talk about the mistakes being costly as you get older in your 20s. What happens when you're 35, 40, 45, 50?
Kids.
Mistakes affect other people now.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You can't gamble when you got kids that need to be fed.
So I have a question, right? And we talked about, back to the seasons and things you've gone through. What's a season or a phase in your life that made you rethink some things? Either positively or, we're going to end up positively. Like, what's some things that's like, it may have been negative at the time, but it altered you. Like, it was like, I have to change. What was that phase that you went through? Or have you gone through that phase?
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of like I want to say from maybe this time last year to yeah, from probably around December 24 to December 25, currently present day. I think at the time I just did not understand why every mistake felt like it was piling on top of one another, but also why every mistake felt like it was just the end of the world every time. And I think half of it was I put so much pressure on myself to be great and to get to a place where I can make not only myself proud, but my parents proud and the people who look up to me.
I mean, you are
But that
6'4".
but that puts you into a deep, deep depressive mind state that like people don't understand. And so when you're fighting mistakes being made, but also still trying to look forward to the goals that you have ahead, you like, man, I never want to be here again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that transition, it really happened probably around May, June, July, when I was like, man, like something has to change. And it don't have to be big changes, but like something has to give. And it's like the small things, like, you know what, bro, exercising more, working out more, you know, taking time to create more and investing into yourself. Like I spent so much time in college, and we do this, but college in itself is an investment. But I invested so much mind power into like, dog, I gotta get my degree, that like it was like, damn, like I am my degree. When it's like, nah, bro, you LJ Jefferson, but you got a degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you man before that, before a piece of paper. And now I'm like, shit, I just look at my degree on the wall. I'm like, shit, yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
But now
yeah.
I'm like, dog, like look at you a year later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
What do you think have been some key changes in that time, whether emotionally or mentally?
I think key changes have definitely been mindset. It's definitely been like, dog, like the storm don't last forever.
Mm.
Like sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, and then throw it out.
Right.
Like, you know what, that sucked. Whatever, I feel how I felt. Whatever, move on. So I think that was one thing. I think a physical change, like I said, was just like working out, bro. Like, you know, one of my media guys that I look up to, bro, he always talks about how like when people see you're in shape, they're gonna want to like do business with you, because it's like if you care about yourself and you care about your body, you can only care about your business, right? Like that's a giveaway. He talks about for the amount of time that gets put into not only the physical but the entrepreneurial side as well. So that's another thing. And then I think mentally, I got into a place where, like I said, it's that head down. Like, dog, I gotta go to work. I mean, I gotta go to work. Like that's
And not my 9 to 5. I have to go to work. I get you,
man. So I think what does that transition look like for you? Especially, I mean, you know, and I want you to talk about this though from a lens of like go from freshman year of college to now.
Why you do that?
It had to be said.
I'm a man now. I was a boy. I was a child, and I'm still a child under God's eyes. You know, my mama child, my daddy child, but I'm a man, right? I think at 18, 19, I didn't know that I didn't know. I just didn't know that I didn't know. Like it was just nothing. I didn't know. So from a lens of like those 4 years, right? There's a lot I went through during that time that made me put my values in places, just make my own values, right? I realized very quickly my freshman year, I'm very family oriented. I knew I was family oriented, but my freshman year, I quickly realized, damn it, when I need a hug for real, I need to be around some love for real, I need my family, right? Because, you know, living in Illinois and going to school in North Carolina, that's 11 hours. Already paying for out-of-state tuition. already going to HBCU. Parents ain't, filthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, when you need a hug, you need that. It's been plenty of time. I call my mom in the library. I'm like, dog, like, motherfucking, I'm going through it, bruh. So from freshman year, I realized that, right? My sophomore year, that was a lot of self-reflecting. It was so much self-reflecting in the sense of what we were talking about earlier. I felt like I was rushing. I felt like I was looking at everybody else win a race, and I'm sitting there like, damn. Sitting there like, bro, I done had some shit happen. I had some bull, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna have to leave college. I had some shit happen in my personal life. I ain't hanging out with my people like I want to. So my sophomore was a lot of self-reflecting on, bro, believe in Jackson. Believe in Jackson and believe in yourself and believe in what you got going on. Focus on your own damn tests. No, so that was a lot of that. And then my junior year was a lot of isolation. A lot of people don't know that. I tore my ACL my junior year. So that whole, what was that, fall 23? Yeah. Fall 23, I missed. Yeah. I was not there for 4 months. Damn near 5 months. 4 or 5 months. And that might seem like, oh, you would miss 4 or 5 months. Bro, I missed a whole season of like my 4 years of college. So that was a lot of isolation and recovery, and even mentally, once again, being like, bro, 2023 was a year. Mm-hmm. It was. So going through that, and then, coming back and enjoying my people, and then senior year, bro, my senior year was my biggest highs and my lowest lows. Mm-hmm. And I can say that very confidently. I had one of my best drops my fall season, and my spring season, I had all bullshit. I had some things going on in my personal life. I thought I was going to be this fucking, have this real big thing with like stay true and like all this other stuff. And that didn't happen. Mm. And then my car got fucked up. And then some more shit happened in my personal life. And then some more stuff happened in my personal life. And then I graduated. And I was like, oh, well, then I got a job.
That's it, right?
Right. So in that, and saying all of that, right, it was highs and lows, man. It was highs, it was lows, but the values were the most important thing for me. I figured out what I need to know about myself, what I need to know about God, and what I need to know about, who I wanted around me. And without them 4 years and without that growth period, oh shit, I'd be still out here in these streets not knowing that I don't know.
And I think it's so crazy because I was just telling like my parents a few days ago, I'm like, man, I have grown so much in the last year. Like the mindset change, and I mean I think my brain has gotten completely rewired, and it won't stop.
You getting old, man. You got to start developing your frontal lobe and shit. When you reach about your age, man, they get to saying you forget stuff.
Keep in mind, this is the guy who's older.
You start to forget stuff when you get to that point in life, man.
And you know what, Summer? I seen that you called me a grandpa in the comments too. We need to address that.
I mean, she wasn't lying, man. You start to forget things. You know what I'm saying,
man? But I think.
But.
No, I was just gonna say, man, you find yourself wearing your wounds, and I think though that there's value in being proud in that sometimes, mm-hmm. because those values and those life lessons that you acquired from, I mean, man, had you not messed up, how could you have won afterwards? Like, I want to say it. Maybe I've said it before. Maybe I've said it to myself. I don't know. Experience is, I mean, one of the best things, but also one of the worst things, because you learn so much afterwards, but it sucks like hell when you're going through it.
Yeah, experience is the best teacher.
I mean, it's the best teacher, man. So I think to the other 20-year-olds out there, understand that your experiences don't make you for life. They give you those foundational skills and experiences to navigate through it. But nah, don't hold yourself to those seasons and things you experience in one period of time. Because that's not your story forever.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine had me and Jackson let our experiences that we've been through dictate our life. We would not be here where we at now.
Yeah.
We would not be here. We would not have the mindset. We would not have the knowledge. People ask us, "Oh, how you guys know so much. You've done so much. This and that. Blah 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 blah." We've been through a lot.
That was a good quote that said, what did it say? It was like, "I'm not better than you, dog. I just messed up more."
Yeah, man. So true.
I just fucked up more. It ain't that I think I'm all high. I promise you. Nah, I just fucked up more, dog. I done been some places. You know what I'm saying? I done did some fucked up things. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's beauty in that. It's beauty in being able to be like, yeah, I fucked up, but I learned. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't take L's. I just learn lessons, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think so. One thing I want to. Can you talk about being prepared for opportunity when it comes?
Say it one more time.
I'll kind of just talk about being prepared for opportunity when it comes, right? Because I think a lot of times, like, people, first of all, you don't know when that switch is gonna flip, but I think a lot of times people let stuff pass them by. So, can you talk about, like, what's the mindset for you right now? You know, as a 23-year-old of, like, preparation. Like, what does preparation mean right now to you?
It's an old saying you say in the streets. Stay ready. You don't got to get ready. And I think that's that's withheld the test of time, right? And because when opportunity is going to come, like you said, you may not know when it's gonna happen, or you're not gonna. Let me not say you may not know. You're not gonna know, right? Because you could be broke today, rich tomorrow. Rich today, broke tomorrow. But if you stay ready and you trust in God, you know, for me, I think for a lot of people, and you stay ready and you know, like, I know it's gonna come, I know it's gonna happen, I know it's gonna happen, I know it's gonna happen, I know I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna stay in this position. It's almost like, you know, we play basketball. And, you know, good coach be like, hey, if you in the right spot, if you're in the right spots, the ball gonna be right there. Just stay right there. If you stay put right here, it's gonna happen. Yep. Lo and behold, ball right there. Or if you ever work with like I've worked with, you know, they tell a story about Chris Paul, but I've worked with, and I try to develop this my own thing, being a good point guard. And I've tell a lot of people like, yo, the ball's gonna be right there. As soon as you set this screen,
just be ready.
Be ready for the ball. It's gonna hit you and it's gonna come fast, right? So I think now, pause. Gosh, my goodness, my good gosh.
Hey, bro says it's gonna hit you and it's gonna come fast. Hey, you said what, bro? Oh, nah. Flag. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. But yeah, man, like you just gotta, you have to, because you be mad as hell. The opportunity gonna get there, and you blink and that motherfucker gone. You're gonna be like, bro, I missed it. I'm trying to think. There was a moment in time for me where I felt like shit. Maybe not that time, but there's been a couple moments in time for me where I literally watched it go past me in slow motion. Yeah. Like, you missed it by an inch. Like, you literally just watched it go.
Yeah. And I think we're just not in a place no more where, like, we can let that happen.
Nah.
You can't. Because I think that, like, bro, the biggest thing.
Well, let me pause you. I don't mean to combat you. There's going to be more opportunities. There's going to be more opportunities. But I think for 20-year-olds that feel like they're always racing, right? Be easy. Be easy and just be ready, but that doesn't mean be anxious. The Lord says be anxious for nothing. So don't be like, let's go. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. No, fam. No, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go run a mile right now, but it don't look like it. I'm not anxious to run. I'm not anxious to be there. I know it's gonna happen. Because a lot of people get it confused where you're like, I'm gonna stay ready for opportunity, I'm gonna stay ready. And then you're so ready and you're so anxious about it, you bobble it. You're not calm enough and you're not in a position. You thought you're ready, but you're not because you were so anxious for it.
Cause low key, bro, you gotta be ready to receive.
Yeah.
Like I think this is where I think like the staying ready part comes into place. Because it's like, dog, you have to be so prepared, but you can only be prepared by doing the prior work, like piss poor preparation. You know what I'm saying? But like you have to be
performance.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to do the beforehand work to get to a place where, bro, when that opportunity comes, opportunity means preparation. Dog, you gonna ball.
Yeah.
I should be seeing a quote on Instagram these days, man. It say, and when God give you the ball out,
Go.
G.
Who?
Like, go ball. So I think that like you gotta be prepared in doing the stuff long before you actually get it.
They Olympians talk about this often, man, where Olympics only come around every 4 years. Usain Bolt did not run that time for the first time at that certain race. You know what I'm saying? He kept at it with the proper motion. You know what I'm saying? You never see fast runners don't waste no movement. They don't. They're not over here flailing. They're calm, collected, prepared, and ready because they've been doing it. They've been doing it. So when somebody meets you with an opportunity, man, you know, stay ready. You understand? Scared money don't make no money.
Yeah.
Scared money do not make your money.
Not at all.
So what would you tell, you know, in being prepared now, so you're 23, it's 5 years ago, what would you tell your 18-year-old self about the pace of life? What would you tell that person? In 5 years, I kind of gave him a couple years back, but y'all know he old and shit.
Pace of life, man. I think I definitely tell him like, bro, this should have passed you by. Like, I mean, dog, it regardless of how you feel or what you going through, bro, life still moves. And dog, it seems like it's moving faster the older I get. So I think I would tell him, man, that life is gonna move fast. It's gonna move when you're not prepared for it to. But at the end of the day, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep progressing. You can't be stagnant. Like I used to hate, man. You know, back in my day, I used to be out here and I was this baller and I have 40 on him and such, and I'm like, dog, you're 50. Where have you been at the last 30 years?
Right.
Like plus years.
Right.
Like when we talked about early, like, bro, you have different seasons.
You talking yourself in the mirror?
All right. Nah, I don't reminisce on my days no more. Shit. I'm
saying like, you know, you 50. So
no,
like
I got a different ball these days.
You talking
My ball is what we recording on. You feel me? What?
okay.
So I got a different ball these days. I got a different rock in my hand. Like, what is he talking about? But I mean, on a serious note, man, like I think like different seasons require you to move on and get past old ones too as well. Like you cannot be stuck in like I to put it in perspective for people, I can't be stuck on the fact that I had 2 knee surgeries 1 year and lost all my offers to go to college. Like if I was still living in that, bro, you know, like I would not be where I'm at all. Like, and I mean, I jokingly said it about picking up a different ball, but like I really did though. Like I stopped playing basketball and I started doing camera stuff. Like I picked up a new ball, bro. Like I had to realize like, yo, that season is over with. And yeah, it sucks to talk about. It still, the wound's still open a little bit. But like, I'm like, dog, God said, no, bro, that wasn't what you was meant to be doing.
Yeah.
I got something better. I got a new thing. I have a new thing. Like, so that's why I think it's so important, bro. Like I said, bro, when God give you the ball, bro. I say, you know what? I can't drop 30 no more. But you know what I can do is put out these cold ass mixtapes.
Isaiah 43, chapter 43, verse 18.
So that's what I would say, man. That's what I would say. What would you say?
18 Jack.
Seemed like so long ago, man.
18 Jack, bro. I think I would tell him, you don't know everything. You don't know nothing. So be ready to learn. Be ready to learn and be ready to learn, enjoy, and about the pace of life, man, take this shit day by day.
Most definitely.
Live now. Because you thinking about when you graduate, you thinking about next year, you thinking about the year after. Hell nah. Hell no. That's going to happen because the sun is going to rise and the sun is going to set. This earth is going to keep moving. But what I need you to do, brother, is enjoy. Enjoy. I mean, have the most fun. Be joyful every day because you were made in the image of God. And just take it day by day, fam. Be eager to learn. I mean, I would stress that so much to him because whether you're in school, whether you got a degree, whether you got a diploma, whether you have an associate's, whether you have a GED, whether you done dropped out at 8th grade, whether you done dropped out at fucking high school, whether you did everything in the book, got a doctorate, you can keep learning. You're going to keep learning, bro. Do not think just because you have the highest form of degree or you have a degree that you got to stop learning all of a sudden, that you're done with school. Nah, hell nah. Hell no. That shit will trick you.
Yeah.
So be eager to learn and live every day, man.
And one thing I want to say is that, usually when you're in a academic setting, you're learning with a goal at the end, which is a piece of paper.
Right.
8th grade, high school, college, master's, PhD, EDD, whatever. Life, you don't get no piece of paper. All you get is experiences. All you get is experiences, man. And where I'm going with this is share those experiences. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm speaking to black people. People in general. But I gotta speak to my people, man. I need y'all to hear this and hear it clearly. Do not let others suffer through the things that you suffered through because you don't want better for others.
Say it one more time.
Do not let other people suffer through those same things you suffered through because you don't want to see others do better than you. We gotta elevate. Mm-hmm. We gotta prosper. Mm-hmm. We gotta want better, bro, because that's the only thing that's gonna propel us forward. We always talk about gatekeeping, bro, but I think that like on a the realest note that I can be, bro, like experiences are what make people, and sharing them is what connects us.
Yeah.
Like that is what connects us, bro. Having shared experiences. And sometimes, too, it's not even about giving experiences so that you can help somebody, but sometimes it's just about people listening to you telling your story and then letting them pick what they got from it and apply it to their own lives. Mm-hmm. We got to be seekers of knowledge, man.
Sometimes it's about relating. Sometimes just about being there for other people. Yeah. Yeah, man.
We got to seek that knowledge, black people. Mm-hmm. You got to be willing to give that knowledge, black people.
Sound like your pops.
I mean... man. So,
yeah, man.
So,
last thing, man. What advice would you give to a 20-year-old out there, man, that feels like they're behind? It's not clicking for them. It's not going.
I'm gonna let you start this.
It ain't over till the fat lady sing. And I ain't heard no fat lady sing. Keep going. Keep striving. Keep learning. Keep getting better. Because it'll get better. Change your mind. Change your reality. Change your focus. Change your reality. Change your heart. Change your life.
That was good. That was good. Hard to follow up behind that one. I think to the 20-odd something year old who feels like they're behind in life, I would say that you may feel like what you're doing or what you're going through is never ending. You may feel like you can't change your circumstance. You may wonder why you're going through the things that you're going through. But understand that there's always purpose and there's always value in the things that you've experienced in your life, because you never know how they shape your future and who else's they may change. These experiences have molded you and have, put you through the fire. Through that fire. But when you look back on them and you get through those circumstances and you get out of that season and you weather that storm, you say, man, that made me who I am today. And you would never ask for nothing different, because if it wasn't for that, you would not be the walking testimony that you are right now.
Amen. Amen.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hold on. I have my fun fact of the day. It's about to be ready in 2 seconds. Start pre-preparing these.
She ready spaghetti. Shout out Glock, man. I met Glock in the bathroom, pause. But I did.
Yo,
but I did.
you're on
Speaking my
one
truth,
today.
I met Glock in the bathroom.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yo.
I did.
Yo. What?
Cool dude.
Tell the story, nigga. You
All
just talking about
right.
I met I met this rapper in the bathroom,
So
bro,
look,
and I'm
man.
just telling my story.
Key Glock came. I went to the bathroom, and I'm gonna speed this up. I tell people all the time, I was crazy, and I was like, dang, how cool to be that Key Glock be in the bathroom while I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the mirror, fixing my tie. Somebody in there, I hear somebody, woo. Bro steps out. I'm in the mirror. I look. I'm like, nah, bro, it can't be Key Glock. Look to my right. I'm like, dog, that's Key Glock. But me, I'm not gonna lie, G, I ain't fanned out like that. So I'm not overly pressed to be, for me talk to Shorty. So I just was, cool, man, that's dope. But like we kind of gave each other like that, like that nod. Comes full circle, bro. I'm trying to get pictures. Shout out King J, my boy, salute. Trying to get pictures of him. I'm like the closest photographer, and I think he remembered me. He's like, bro, come up on stage. Took his picture, bro, flicked him up. He dapped me up, bro. Got a picture with, for King J, man. So, yeah, shout out Glock, man.
Shout out Glock. I have my fun fact. Fun fact. Chasing success in your 20s feels chaotic because you're building everything from scratch. Habits, networks, identity, opportunities. But statistically, most major life-changing connections and ideas happen between ages 20 and 29. It's a decade where random moments secretly become life-defining.
And I would charge the people, bro, to think about in your 20s, it seems so hard because nobody in your family's ever done it before. Like, you're walking that unworn path, dog. Like, nobody's ever done it. So, of course, your calling is higher. Because you're creating a lane that, has never been done. So, I think welcome that challenge and welcome that adversity. Because you're the first of the first. You a different breed, G. They don't make too many people like you.
I don't even know if they make that cloth anymore.
I ain't seen it. It's episode 6, man. Episode 6 of the Far From Home podcast, dog. We hope that everything that we said today, it really resonates. Please, please, please tell a friend to tell a friend. Share our knowledge.
Yes, sir.
You use it. Share the podcast, like, comment, subscribe.
All that good stuff. Whoa. We got some bangers coming out very, 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 very soon. These next couple of episodes, y'all gonna want to tap in. Get us out of here.
We out of here. Deuces.